As soon as you get any project, the first and foremost thing what you have to do is understand the project clearly. Understand the project clearly. See, that is why they will give something called KT to you, knowledge transfer. How the project works, what is the mission vision of the project, and if they sometimes when you're working in, I mean, if you're working for automation, right, they will give you manual test cases, set of manual test cases also to you, and they will tell you to automate. Go through each and every manual test case, understand the functionality of the project clearly, then start doing the automation. That's the first step what you have to do. If imagine that if they have given the Gmail project to you, if they have given the Gmail project to you, divide, I mean, divide the project into understand the project. You know what is the input and outputs of the project and all those things. You know how it works and all those things. Divide the project into different modules. Like login is one module, compose mail, send mail, drafts, outbox, like the different settings, like the different modules will be there. The same way, whenever I get any project, right, this project also, I am going to divide this project into different modules. Time track is one module, tasks is one module, reports is one module, users is one module. All these small things I will make it as others as one module. Totally, login is not very important for me. This is a very light functionality. They don't give any, for few applications there will not be any login at all. And for my application, my client has said login is not important. You can check the remaining functionality. Okay, in that case what I did, I have divided the project into different modules. Totally there are 5 modules. Okay, I am going to take this module under this, click on this plus button, click on add new customer. I am going to create a customer, Pratap. This is test customer. Okay, creating customer is one test case. Creating customer is one test case. I can create a customer and click on this. I can delete actions, delete permanently. Delete customer is one functionality, create customer is one functionality, and delete customer is one functionality. Create customer is one functionality and delete customer is one functionality. Create customer is one functionality. And delete customer is one functionality. Okay, next. Create customer is one functionality and delete customer is one test case, not functional, one test case. Similarly, I can create a user and there are many test cases. There will be thousands of tests. I cannot take all the test cases at a time. What normally we will do whenever we start any project, we will take some 2 or 3 or 4 test cases which is of very important in the project. What I felt here is, under task I can create a customer and delete a customer. That is one test case. That is, create customer is one test case and delete customer is two test cases. Under users I can create a user and delete a user. Totally there are 5 modules: time track, tasks, reports, users, and others. This is how I have divided. Initially I am going to take only 2 modules. One is tasks and another one is users. Under task I am going to take 2 test cases. One is create customer and delete customer. Under users I am going to take 2 test cases. That is, one is create user and delete user. This is what I am going to do. Right. This is what my initial agenda, what I am going to start. From the scratch onwards I am going to do. Open Eclipse. While you are opening Eclipse, it will ask you a workspace. For my project I am going to give you a separate folder itself. Under D, under classes, under batch 299 I am going to create a new folder. Name this folder as a project. All my project related stuff should be under that particular folder. Click on this browse under D, under classes, under batch 299, under this project. Click on OK. Click on this launch. Okay, first create a folder. All my project related stuff will be under the project folder. Okay, go to file, new, go to file, new, Java project, demo project. Don't need to give your demo going further. Active time. Click on next and finish. Create a folder, assign that folder as a workspace to Eclipse and open Eclipse. Create a project. Now expand this. Under SRC, right click, go to new, go to package, demo pack. No need to give demo pack also hereafter. I will give a proper naming convention. See, totally how many modules are there in this project? Five modules. Initially, how many modules I am going to take? What are those? Task and under task, how many test cases I am going to take? Two test cases. What are those? Create customer and delete customer. Under users, how many test cases I am going to take? Create user and delete user. Okay. See, each and every module in your project, each and every module in your project is a package in your Eclipse project. Is a package in your Eclipse project. Now, what I am going to do for task and users, I am going to create different packages. com.krn.actitime.tasks. This is the full naming conventions for these. Company or commercial. In the company, there might be many companies. I have to come to a particular company called KRN. For example, if you are working for TCS, give it as TCS, CTS, whatever it. Under company, there might be many projects. I have to come to a particular project called ActiveTime. Under ActiveTime project, there will be many tasks. I have to come to a particular module called tasks, from higher level to lower level. That is how you have to give the naming conventions. Click on finish. Same way for users also, I need to create a package. com.krn.actitime.users. Active users. Okay, that's what I have to use. Under task, I am going to take two test cases. Each and every test case is a test ng project. See, under active time under SRC package, I am going to create customer is the test case. Done. First time when you are creating any testng project, click on this and click on add testng library. Add the testng library. Let me increase the font size. I'm going to name this as test create customer. System.out.println create customer. Testng create testng under active time under SRC delete customer and click on finish. Customer system dot delete customer dot println delete customer. No, we are taking the data from Excel sheet there, right? Already we have said you how to take the data from Excel sheet, right? Normally as a testers we will interact mostly with Excel sheet only, because developers will write a query. Again, if you write query and do the same mistake, it's not a good way of testing. Right click testng create testng under active time under SRC create user. User save test create user system.out.println delete user create user user. Same way I'm going to write the code for delete user. Right click delete user test delete user user. just delete user. So delete user. Create user and delete user. Create user, delete user, like this. Now the same way here, what we are going to do here is create user and delete user. Now before creating the customer, I need to log in, create customer, then I have to log out. Before each and every scenario, I have to be clear with this: log in, create customer, and log out. Login. Login should be under which annotation? Login should be under which annotation, guys? All hard workers. What about others? Only Govardhan is answering. Oh, sorry. Guys, are you able to hear me clearly? Before method. Are you able to hear me clearly? Yes. Logout should be under which annotation? After method. After? Only after? I have to hire a separate person to tell that again. Yes. Before doing all these things, I need to open browser. Open browser, log in, do the scenario, then log out and close the browser. Open browser should be under which annotation? Before class annotation. Before class annotation. It should be after class annotation. Close browser. This is how I have to do. Open browser, log in, create customer, log out, and close browser. These things I am going to repeat for all these other classes also. Why I am doing this repeatedly for all the other classes also, in the sense, see, if something goes wrong in the create customer, at least the delete customer and other test cases, it has to run that. If I make a continuous chain, right, then it won't. I mean, if one fails, all the other test cases also won't get executed. That's why I didn't connect between each other, and I'm making individual of each and every test case. Understood now what I did here? Yes or no? Yes. Now I have written the just system.out.println. Instead of that, I will remove and start writing web driver equal to new Firefox driver dot find element and all this driver dot find element by dot id equal to username. That username gets changed to some other. I mean, instead of id, they might change to xpath. In that case, I have to go and change in all the four test cases, right? Because I am using the same code in all the four test cases. Am I correct or not? Yes. Today there are only four. Tomorrow there might be five, six, or 10, or 100, or 1,000 test cases. For all those thousand test cases, I would have written those line of code in thousands of places. In that case, I have to go and change in all the 1,000 places, or else it will fail. Am I correct or not? I have to go and change in all the 1,000 places. Okay. Now, in that case, what to do? It's not good to change in all the 1,000 test cases. That's why what I am going to do here is, instead of this, I am going to create a new, right click, go to new, go to com.care and activetime test base test base. Now, under this, I am going to create test ng class. Base class finish. Under this base class, what I am going to do here is, same way, whatever that test is there, I am going to cut these test cases, cut these methods. Cut this method and paste it here. This is the test case. Now what I am going to do, I am going to extend base class. Similarly, I am not going to write these methods again. Instead of this, what I am going to do, I am going to extend base class. Similarly, instead of this, I am going to remove this. I am going to extend base class. this class. Okay. Now, is this the better approach or the previous one is the better one?
This
See,
one is
even
better.
if I run this create customer, run as test ng test, it will open browser, login, create customer, log out, and close the browser. That will be the output. See, it's loading, launching. That will be the output of this program. But this one is better. Why you tell that this is a better one?
So reusable.
Very good, very simple answer. That is reusability. That is called as reusability. Who said that? Chandra. Yeah, okay, Chandra. Yeah, very simple answer. Code reusability. See, earlier there are 10 lines of code for create customer, 10 lines of code for delete customer, 10 lines of code for create user, 10 lines of code for delete user. Now, those 10 lines of code, totally 40 lines is there. Now, there are 2 lines of code for create customer, 2 lines of code for delete customer, 2 lines of code for create user, 2 lines of code for delete user, and in base class I have 8 lines. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 8, totally 16 lines. 40 lines has been reduced to 16 lines and the functionality remains same. And whenever there is a change, right, if I change in this one place, that will reflect everywhere, wherever I am using this. That is why we are using this approach. See, however we want, we can write the code, but how good you reuse the code, that good the framework is all about. Okay, this is all about. This is what all about the code reusability. How good we reusable the code matters here. Now I want to run both create customer and delete customer, both one after the other. If I run the package run as test ng test, it might run delete customer first. See here, it is running delete customer first. But I don't want to run the delete customer. I want to run create customer. In that case, what I have to do? Priority, dependent. Very nonsense answers. That shows your practice. Hardworking people can tell you, show your hard work now. Sir, I am doing lot of hard work, sir. Show your hard work now. I want to run create customer.java first and delete customer.java next. In that case, what I have to do? No answers. I am talking about the classes, not about the methods. Sudha, you are not there. I am practicing everything, sir. The same way it will be in interviews also. I have to use XML. I have taught you the XML. Create an XML. How will you create an XML? Go to percentage temp percentage. You finish the syllabus quickly, sir. Why are you taking leaves? You are not at all completing the topics, whatever I am doing. How to go further? Now right click, run as test ng test. What happens? Uh, test ng folder will get created. Copy this XML and paste it here to the project. Inside this we have delete customer first. I am going to rearrange that to delete customer. Sorry, customer dot XML. Now again for users I need to do that. In that case, click run as test ng test. Create customer, delete customer. Sorry, create user and delete user, right? User.xml. Create user and delete user. Copy this XML. I am going to user and delete user. I want to run all the test cases. In that case, what I can do? Can we quickly reconnect the meeting once? Yes or no? Create user and delete. Now what I have to do? I need all the test cases, so that I am going to copy this and paste it here for functionality testing. Functionality .xml. For smoke testing, I want to run only create customer and create user. In that case, what I have to do? I am going to create one more XML. Based on the necessity, you can create different XMLs. Paste it. For smoke testing, I want to run only create customer and create user. So that what I am going to do, open the smoke.xml. Yes, I have done. If I run this only create customer and create user, it will run. Based on the necessity, we need to create our own XMLs. Close, close. Hello. Hello. Ashok. Hello. Okay, this is what. Now what I did, I have written the skeleton code. I have written the skeleton code. Okay. Next. Hello. Now this is how. Now what I did, I have written the skeleton code. Now the starting of this point, I am going to start removing this and start writing the actual code. The first step is what managers will do is they will write the skeleton code like this and they will give it to the juniors to start developing. That is what I did here in today's session. Have you understood this real-time project, how to write the skeleton code, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now what you do, take down this project structure and take down this as well. Take down this quickly.